Hey everyone, this is ScrapComputer here, and I'm going to cover when you should get Tracker's Knife over any other smite orientated upgrade. First and foremost, Tracker's Knife does not augment your smite in any way, shape or form. When upgraded, it literally gives you no hard combat stats to fight with on your smite. Lockdown, or it doesn't even help you clear any faster. With Stalker's Blade, you get a smite slow which can be used to lockdown to assist hitting skill shots, make a pick, increase your burst damage, escape from an enemy, and of course make your ganks far more powerful. With Skirmisher's Blade, you give the smite that is called Challenging Smite, which can be cast on an enemy champion, giving true sight and revealing them for 4 seconds, reducing their damage against you by 20%, and making them take 54 plus 6 multiplied by your level true damage over 3 seconds for your basic attacks for the duration. This means you get a massive damage ramp that means you can just get a large injection of dueling prowess, which allows you to nuke or duel anyone anytime you please. As you can see, both of these smites are combat smites. They're far more powerful in terms of fighting. Now, what does the Tracker's Knife give you? Well, wards. More specifically, it gives you ward charges similar to Sidestone, which in every return to base it'll grant you 2 ward charges to use as you please. Now, I'm sure many of you are not in awe right now. The monumentous, unbelievable power to place wards seems kind of meh, but it's extremely powerful. Warding has been nerfed in Season 6, it's now hard to get wards down. It's more important than ever to get vision control. Tons of wards around the map will provide safety for laners that are not warding, or of course deep warding an enemy jungle to ensure you know the enemy jungler's position. You can ward objectives, ensure there are no gaps in your ward lines from roams to mid. You can see people coming, you know you can't be counter ganked, you can make picks on people that are out of position. Map hacks, you all know wards are powerful, in this season even more due to the lack of them. Now the crux of the issue, who should get the Tracker's Knife? Well, first and foremost, it doesn't help in dueling and bursting down targets, so duelists and burst junglers who are auto attack orientated probably should not get this item and probably should go for Skirmisher's Smite. This smite also does not help in ganking. The Tracker's Knife just doesn't give you an augment smite at all. You can't use it on an opponent. This means that your burst and of course lockdown with the normal chilling smite just isn't going to be helpful. So if you're a gank oriented jungler, you probably want to go for the chilling smite because that's where it's best at, as the chilling smite will work better with the Stalker's Blade. So that leaves us with what? And now, Tracker's Knife does not give combat stats, but it's heavily supportive in terms of vision. So the junglers that don't need combat stats and are more supportive orientated should be getting Stalker's Blade, mainly tank and control orientated junglers such as Amumu, Maokai, Nautilus, Nunu, Rammus, Sejuani, Tam Kench, Zac Jungle, etc. Even Lee Sin if he wants a ward jump, although I don't really advise that, I'd rather chilling. These champions are not amazing in combat. These champions are naturally supportive in terms of how they're used. They have large abundance of CC and pick potential. They don't need chilling smite to help them out in this regard. They don't have much damage, and they don't really auto attack that much because most of them are cast orientated, so the challenger smite on Skirmisher's Blade just isn't going to be effective. So they're giving up chilling or challenger smite. They give away some of their offensive capabilities and instead go for wards which can be used to control the map for the entire team and themselves. In short, supportive junglers, mainly tanks, should be getting the knife, as they won't or don't really do too much damage or won't be able to use the other smites as effectively as a lot of the other junglers. The Tracker's Knife is more effective on them, as it's more useful to ward than slightly augment their damage, which they've already got pick potential lockdown, so they don't need the smite, the chilling smite, and they don't do too much auto attacks, and they're not really duelers, so they're not going to need the Skirmisher's Blade. So at the end of the day, it leaves Stalker's Blade left, although it will make you weaker in terms of fighting, and you'll have to avoid actually fighting a lot of the other junglers who've got this smite. It's going to give your team a lot more vision, a lot more map presence, and generally it's going to be extremely powerful on them. I just wanted to make this video because I've seen a couple of absolutely ridiculous champions picking this up. I've seen a Shaco going Tracker's Knife, I've seen an Aatrox going Tracker's Knife, I've seen a Master Yi going Tracker's Knife. Master Yi should have went for chilling to lock them down, or Skirmishers for a dueling prowess. Aatrox should go for Skirmishers for dueling prowess, and of course just in general Shaco should be going for chilling smite to augment his early gank potential. Going for wards, I get it, it's really powerful. I just don't think you should be getting the Tracker's Knife on every single champion. It's more effective on tank oriented ones. One last final note for this video just before you leave, and it's pretty important. If you're playing any one tank in the jungle, you can also pick up the Tracker's Knife. So for example, if you're playing Jarvan jungle and you're playing him as a tank, you're now playing him supportive and not carry orientated, so you can of course get the Tracker's Knife. So if you're playing anything tank, like literally anything tank, you can do this very easily. But Jarvan's probably the best example. Normally he's a carry orientated jungler and shouldn't be getting it, but if he is going tank, you can basically get away with it because you're not going to be going for damage or lockdown anyway, and you're just going to be relying upon your base CC. So you might as well support your team because you're not going for damage. You might as well support them with a lot of wards, a lot of AoE wards. The natural tank of the team should be doing this. You can get away with this if you're going tank in any other champion that normally wouldn't go tank. I just wanted to mention that. Even Lee Sin, like if you're really far behind in Lee Sin, you generally rush full tank. If this happens, you do want to just go Stalker's Blade. It's probably a bit, or sorry, Tracker's Knife. It's probably a little bit more effective. Still messing up the name, guys. Start of Preseason 6. And that's it for the video, guys. If you like it, dislike it, dislike it. If you like the content, you can of course subscribe. And if you hate it and you think I'm horrible and the Tracker's Knife is the total best upgrade and everyone should pick it, including the awful champion Shaco, you should also unsub, you know, because I'm totally fair. Besides that, guys, as always, have an absolutely great day and best of luck in the Rift.